Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/trooperberry, and welcome back to the Long Dark, where our third attempt at the Backpacker Rally Challenge continues. Now, I've had a bit of a rethink about how we want to do this. Now, when we signed off yesterday, my intention, we're in the ravine right now, my intention was to keep backtracking, go to Coastal Highway, and go look for a hammer there. But in the intervening day, I've given it some thought, and I've also I was hanging out in Sick of Antics' stream, where we raided out to last night. The current, the clubhouse leader in the intermediate division where we are. And between what he was talking about and what I saw on Sweet Reverie stream, another person who's on the leaderboard, it seems like there is a consistent hammer spawn in the airfield itself. Now, I don't know exactly where, but I have some pretty good guesses. I think when Sweet got her first fastest run, she actually got both of her hammers there in the airfield. So, here's a change of plans. Rather than backtrack all the way to Coastal, what we're going to do, we're going to turn right around. We're going to go back into Mystery Lake, stop by the dam real quick. We're going to check in on everything that's curing. We're going to grab coal, we're going to grab metal, and we're going to go to the forge in Forward Muskeg. Now, the thinking here is that either at Spence's or at the prepper cache, we should be get a hammer or some other useful stuff. Hey, Tuna, good to see ya. Hope your weekend's going well. We're just doing a little bit of strategizing here before we actually kick off the run. Let me give Tuna a good and proper welcome here. I think Tuna was with us hanging out in Corwin Thistle's stream a little earlier while she was playing something called Oxenfree, which is a game I had not heard of before. But evidently, it has a sequel. Well, welcome in, Tuna. Pleasure to have you. Right, so, actually, let me just get going. And we can explain on the way, because we have some travel ahead of us. Okay, yeah, we had just... okay, no, we only have 3/4 energy, but you know what?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We just need to go. Simple as. There, we'll at least make sure Astrid is hydrated as we get going. But yeah, my thinking is this: if we can get a hammer at Spence's or at the prepper cache, which isn't far from Spence's, or at the bunkhouses where we found one in the past, we will be in good shape. Okay, then we can forge at Spence's, and because we won't have to forge that much. I think we already have at least half the arrowheads we need. And then while we're forging, our stuff will be curing. Just looking for any more crow feathers. We're still a little short. We're almost there. I think come on, game. Why you do like this game? There. Oh, so there you go. It was worth the effort. We got one extra crow feather. Anyway. But yeah, if we can forge and get our arrowhead situation lined up while stuff is still curing, then we can... Actually, what we really could do, we could do what we did previously, just leave the hammer that we do have right there at the Muskeg Mystery Lake transition. making absolutely sure to take note of where it is so we don't forget it as we go. And by the time we're done forging and we go back into Mystery Lake to pick up the rest of our stuff, things will be cured, and then we can either we can crash right there, or we can just take the lot, make a beeline to the airfield, maybe stopping at the Broken Railroad maintenance yard, see if we can get that other. If we can get the other hammer there, or if not, we just go. We go.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Really? Is the birch bark is weighing you down? Anyway, obviously we are not posting a competitive time. We've already this has taken more than 4 days, and like the Sycophantics' record run is like 2 days, 20 minutes. So yeah. But our goal, as I said, is to beat our previous time, 9 days, 20 hours, and our win condition is if we can get it done in less than 9 days. Let's take a peek in here real quick. Okay, there's the climbing rope. There's the climb we were going to use, because we were initially planning to head down to the ravine basin. Oh, wow. Oh, hang on. I was going to say no crow feathers. No. A single crow feather. Bringing us up to 38. Ooh, we only need 7 more. I think we can manage that. Hey, Ramblin' Bucket, good to see you. The run so far, our hacksaw situation is sorted. We have stims aplenty. We almost have enough crow feathers. Our biggest blockage right now, other than just waiting for things to cure, is hammers. And in a unfortunate turn of events, the Mystery Lake Prepper cache did not come through for us. It was utterly empty, which is the first time since we've been doing this challenge that happened to us. So, as we have all the saplings and the guts down to cure, so we're good there. The plan is we're going to do some advanced scouting while stuff is curing. We're going to go up to Forlorn Muskeg, see if we can nab ourselves a hammer there. If we can, then we forge. Because we've already collected, I think, at least half the arrowheads we need. And in the time it takes to travel and forge and travel back, the rest of the curing will be done. And then we can... Okay. As I'm saying that, I'm having a second thought. Would it be worth our while, rather than making the schlep entirely across Mystery Lake, do we just want to take all the curing stuff, like take it to, even like to say to the camp office? We save ourselves some time on the back end there. Yeah, okay, these guys are 35% cured. That's 38% cured. That is almost totally cured. And then we have, let's check. Oh, right. I should break those down. We found 1 cured birch sapling. Actually, yeah, we really should harvest these. These are going to give us more of the crow feathers we need. It'll spare us some searching. Right, and I have to remind myself there is a workbench in the camp office. All right, oh, we're up to 42. We only need 3 crow feathers. I feel relatively certain we'll find 3 crow feathers somewhere in the world. And now we're up to 9 arrowheads. That means we need 6, which means we only need 3 pieces of scrap metal and 3 hours on the forge, and we're good. Okay, probably don't need 104 matches. We'll just split that stack there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I will take all the stims because we might end up doing a hopeless rescue style sprint to the finish like we did last time, and that'll just be fun. No, other way around, please. Thank you. Yeah, so we want. God. Oh yeah, we do want those. We're gonna need we only have simple tools so far, so that's gonna have to do. It'd be great if we could find the quality tools somewhere out there in the world, but no luck so far. So really, we only need 5 of these. 3 for the forging, and then 2 for hacksaw repairing. Yeah, okay, those are good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 should be fine. We'll have some flares in case of emergency. And we have traveling food. We have our emergency or our emotional support carrot, I should say. Not the emergency food supply. That'd be Menchie. We don't talk about Menchie. Oh, shush, Astrid. Okay, that'll have to do. Okay. Right, and if that looks short, we have 3. I mean, we have 3 other birch saplings that are curing at the camp office. Okay. So, minor change of plans, but if things work the way I hope they will, this will save us some time as we're trekking back. Yeah, it'll cost us a little curing time now, but it'll save us travel time on the back end. So we're a little bit of the old strategizing. But we'll schlep everything. We will lighten our load at the camp office, including the stuff that needs curing. We'll go into Forlorn Muskeg. I think we'll... I saw you lurking there, Wolf. Don't think I didn't see you. And of course, it's moving right into our future travel path because that's just what wolves do. And of course, the wind is also in our face because that's what the long dart does. And this is what I get for actually talking about what I intend to do, because Raphael and the devs are listening in, and they, personally, are moving to thwart my every effort. That's why Episode 5 isn't done. It's not the pandemic. It's not having to make fixes. It's because they are listening in on our conversations and trolling us. Would you just run the other way, you stupid animal? You know, it has the memory of a dinged up floppy disk. Oh, it's scary. I should run. Turns right around. Oh, it's scary. I should run. Turns right around and comes at it. And it's going to turn right around and it's going to come right back at us because apparently this doesn't, it refuses to cotton on to the existence of a thing that is loud and scary and could do it harm. Nope, it only remembers the last 10 seconds. All right, you know what? Fuck it. You wanted this. You had every chance, little bunny foo-foo. You had every chance not to get smoked, and you turned down every single one. And hey, sweet, good to see you. Yes, it's tragic to see a wolf so far gone. Also, let me give Sweet a good and proper welcome as well. There you go. How you doing, Sweet? How's your weekend going? Yeah, we had a bit of a change of plans. We were going to go into Coastal Highway looking for hammers, but instead, I thought we'd try to replicate your strat and then put at least a little bit of faith in the existence of a hammer in the airfield. Gonna name him 10-second Tom after 51st day. Is okay. Are, now was that just a movie or was that a book as well? Because I thought maybe I'm misremembering. Because that was like that was the Drew Barrymore Adam Sandler vehicle, was it? I thought it was the female lead who had the memory loss, but maybe it was the male lead. Okay, so it maybe Adam Sandler's character that had no memory. For some reason, I thought it was the other way around. But okay, appreciate the backup there, sweet. And for someone who spent years, working as a clerk in a movie store, that's probably something I should have known. That was the time was right in my in the old proverbial wheelhouse. Oh.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
The female lead did have memory loss, but 10-second Tom was a side character in the medical facility. His condition was more severe than hers. Ah, okay, well, that would explain it. She had 24 hours. Tom had 10 seconds. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. Although I guess if there is an upside, I guess if you only remember the last 10 seconds, that life is full of surprises, in great and terrible ways. God, I hate this. I hate this. It's just I'm trying to get somewhere, and the game says, "Oh, you're trying to travel? Are you trying to do things in an expeditious manner? Here, let's put the wind directly in your face, whichever direction you happen to be facing. Enjoy our fun and interactive gameplay." I'm losing curing time to this, and it's for the guts and the maple too, which is the last thing I need. But I thought it would be good strategizing to take everything into a location closer to the muskeg. That's a shell casing. Obviously, we've been through here. Anyway, yeah, we have all the stuff we need to cure, and we have been awash in hacksaws really, and even more so in stims. Our biggest hangup is hammers, unsurprisingly. Hey, good to see you, Q. How you doing? How's your weekend going? We're just doing a little bit of the old schlep here, trying to try to centralize our goods.
Starting to feel numb.
My hope is we can get to camp office before I lose well fed, because that would just be awkward. But we're going to dump stuff there. We're going to leave it curing, and while stuff is curing, we're going to go in search of at least one hammer. And if we can get our hands on one, we can forge. If we can forge, we can have the arrowheads done, and then we can just double back. And because we have one birch already cured, and a second that is like 85% of the way there, there'll be some arrow making time there, and that'll be that in that time. Everything else can continue curing. So we're kind of trying to do everything in stages, and then try to be a little bit more efficient than last time. Unfortunately, the weather, not just in terms of the wind, but in terms of the multiple blizzards that we've been alive for 4 days and a bit, and we've had at least 4 blizzards, which have really cut into our looting time. You see, I don't trust that one bit. And we're doing our best not to. We don't want to sprint. Hey, there's more of the snow chickens. It's weird they like to hang out there, considering they're supposed to prefer high places. Anyway, but yeah, trying not to sprint so we can conserve energy and we can keep Astrid moving. We will also, dump a fair bit of stuff here so that she will be much less encumbered and burn fewer calories as she goes. There we go. Yeah, those are all 41% done. Yeah, go and drop that one too, just for funsies. Okay. We are going to take those. We don't need to take the hacksaws with us. We got 9 arrowheads. Yeah, we can just take those, put them in there.
Man, I could eat anything.
You can focus, Astrid. That's what you can do. Okay, drop the tools, drop the stones. We don't need those. That's just empty weight. There we go. And then let's go ahead, drop that. Drop that. We're wearing all of our clothing. There, she's already much zippier. I think we don't need... Okay, that's all fine. Let's see, do we need 11 coal? Arguably, no. There. Yeah, drop one more. Yeah, because there will be more coal at the forge itself. Oh, that's the other thing. We have been very good. We've had very good rolls with coffee. We have 3 tins of coffee on us, which will once we actually get moving towards our destination, the coffee and the go juices in our stim collection will help a great deal in helping Astrid keep matriculating herself toward the airfield. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, stop it. Okay, yeah, those are troll crows just passing through. All right. So let's get Astrid to the muskeg. I think we will make a pit stop at Poacher's just to see if there's anything worth looking at there. But our main goal is going to be to get across the muskeg, and we're going to check Spence's, we're going to check the bunkhouses, and then we're going to go check the prepper cache. Now, from what I'm told, and this was news to actually, it was news to me, but it really shouldn't have been. There's actually three different variants of a loot-laden prepper cache. Now, like the one we found in Mystery Lake in our previous two runs, the one that had the hammer and a whole mess of stuff, I guess that's like the generalist cache. It's like one where like, it's got a little bit of everything, including the hammer, which is a big deal for us. But apparently there's also one that is mostly food. And then there's a hunter's cache, which has has snares and a workbench and tools and, most importantly, cured saplings and cured guts. Now, it is this one that is supercharging some people's tournament runs. So like, if you can find cured maple and cured guts, that's 5 or 6 days of curing your spared right there. And I guess I don't know if there's cured birch in there. It wouldn't surprise me if there was, but if there is, if you combine that with, okay, if the cured birch in broken railroad spawns that memento cache, then all that's between you and glory is getting yourself the arrowheads and the feathers and the stims. But I guess if you're on stalker, clearly it's not that difficult. Okay, good. Always good to look both ways as you enter the zone, because we know there's wolves like to hang out here, and so does a particularly freaky deaky bear. And honestly, as I think of it, any one of the well, actually, honestly, any one of those configurations would work. Two of those configurations would work particularly well for us. If it's the hunter cache, then we don't have to worry at all about the maple or birch, or the maple and the guts, maybe even the birch, depending. But then we still have to find hammers. If we get the kind we found previously, there's our hammer right there. We can forge, and then it's just we need things to finish curing. If we get the food one, Although I am also reliably informed there is a good deal of coffee in that one. So okay, we got eyes on the bear. Lovely. But we already have 15 coffees in our inventory. Between that, the go juice, and the stims, once we're set, sleep can just basically be a thing of the past. And Astrid will be a college student all over again. Now, sweet, if you are here, are you still trying? Are you still doing tournament runs? Are you trying to better your time, or are you good with what you have? Okay, let's see. We got take the cloth in case we need bandages. We got the storm lantern there.
This will come in handy.
No, Astrid. No, it will not. Okay. Grab that. All right, fine. We'll have some extras just in case. Right. Now, on with the messy business of crossing everyone's favorite sad swamp. But yeah, sweet. I was just curious if you were trying to further improve. Oh, you did. You ran it offline just to minimize distractions. You got 1 day, 22 hours. Okay, that is interesting, because like I said, we raided out to Sycovantix's stream last night, and he was trying to get a sub 2 day run, which he said was what is it, possible but not possible but not probable. Although, as I guess as you have shown, it can be done. You think you're done, right? Yeah, I think if you've got it under 2 days, and like just like the sheer travel time alone is like at least a day in itself. Yeah, I think there's probably not that much more left to prove. You're just iterating on near perfection there. So yeah, I can definitely understand not being eager to keep going back to it at that point. Okay. Just keep one. If we can see the power lines behind us, we'll generally know we're moving in the correct direction. Also, there's a wolf right there. Also, you can tell we're on Stalker, because my reaction is, oh, there's a wolf right there, and not, oh crap, there's a wolf right there. Yeah, they always find those little ledges to hide behind. Oh yeah, Wendy, if you are there, you see this right here? These things, those little sticky uppy things with the snowballs at the end? This is burdock. I'm not the one choosing violence out here. I just want that stated for the record. I am going to go over here, though. We could get our hands on 3 more feathers, or we're only 3 more feathers away from finishing our collection, and I see at least 2. 1, a 2, 3. And there we are, 45 crow feathers on the number. Okay, this is weak ice. Yes, it is. Okay. Gonna make us take the long way around because it's Forlorn Muskeg. Exactly what was on my mind too, sweet. Normally we would stop by the high blind, but it is not in the cards today. No, we have some very specific destinations in mind. Matter of fact, we might actually start, depending on where this spits us out, we might go straight to the bunkhouses and then work our way towards Spence's. Right. So that's mental checklist: hacksaws, waiting at the camp office; guts, maple, birch, all at the camp office; stims, camp office. We have feathers. Just need the hammers. And we'll check the what is like the barrel over here that's supposed to have them. There is It could spawn within the Spence's barn itself, probably on the work table, or as I saw multiple times on Sick Advantage's stream, it could be out back, just resting on a little wheel. There could also be a hacksaw, but again, we are, thanks in part to our where we spawned, we were able to go through a couple hacksaw-rich locations, I guess. We got one at Mountaineers, which was, pretty, it was pretty expected. And then I think we got one in the space capsule, which was unexpected. And I think we got another one. I think we got another one at the barn in Pleasant Valley. And that was good because like one we got was 80% and one was at like 23%. That was going to be a lot of repairs. Hey, hey, hey! Hi, friendo.
Oh, lucky day.
Okay. Hammer 1. Warlord Muskeg. Bunkhouses. Day, I don't know. Day 5.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, there we go. 1 hammer required, which means we are able to forge here, which is going to help, again, it's going to accelerate our movement in the right direction. Now, we're going to still check the other spots because there's no reason we can't get more.
I'll take it.
Yes, sweet hammer hype indeed. Because if we get a second one, either here or at the cache, then we can just we can zoom through Broken Railroad altogether without having to go into the maintenance yard and meet the welcoming committee. This is why Zach tells us not to go over blind hills. Am I going to listen? Nope. Stalker, man. Nothing like it. Okay. No hammer there. No hammer there. Okay, that's... Again, we're not... I am slightly sad, but not surprised. Ooh, more ammo. Lovely, thank you.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Probably not better than the ones we have. It is not. You avoid hills like that? Well, you can... And there you go, sweet. That is one thing that is going to serve you well as a new stalker player. That is a very sensible approach that will keep you alive for a good long while. Now, drop that real quick. Let's just loot up here real quick. Okay, leave that. You can do the final and fourth. Okay, now my thinking suite, it's either in the hangar or in the whatever outdoor. I forget the name. Oh, is there one over here? There is not one over here. Well, wham.
I think I can use this.
Gee, this guy's got antiseptic for days. I mean, you're not wrong, sweet. I'm trying to think whether it would be in the hangar, in the basement, Or would it be in that whatever that outbuilding, like the building where you can't start a fire, on the ground in there for reasons? Because you're almost certainly right that there will finding one at the airfield is doable. I guess I am, and this is my risk averse side shining through again. Despite everything. Trailer, hangar, one in the hatch of the plane, on the runway, or it could be okay. Okay, the island cottage. I thought that one of the island cottages on the barrel. I thought that was just for show, and you couldn't actually pick that up. But maybe I'm wrong. I can't say I've ever tried. Okay. Well, if nothing else, this bears checking, and we'll see. There is a what now? There is a 2 in 8 chance, no, 3 in 8 chance now that this could have something of interest to us. Oh, you have to crouch to get the hitbox. Oh, it's one of those things. Interesting.
This'll come in handy.
A granola bar. Well, we're not going to make it easy in this run, are we? Heaven forfend. All right. Did I miss any other loot in here? All right, fine. Well, this is going to be a no bunker, all cure run, so fear not purists. I am everything in this run will be shipshape and Bristol standard. Unless you want to run into Bleak Inlet real quick, and rest assured, I don't. Okay, but that disappointment aside, we did achieve our initial goal, which is to get our hands on a hammer. I mean, we might as well. It's just the habit of picking up feathers. You see, is just it's hard to break, especially after these last few weeks.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
You're not gonna. Please stop with the drama. Okay, so okay. So we have 9 arrowheads. So we need 6, which means we need 3 pieces of metal, which means 3 hours of crafting. One, 2,
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
3. Okay. Oh, ooh, huzzah! Quality tools. Okay, that is a good pickup because that will save us crafting time. Okay, well, let's get this crafting part or the this hammer party started. Okay, use torch. and cattail head, and actually, you know what? We have enough accelerant. Let's not mess about.
Perfect.
Okay, see, what does it need? 150. 150 means at minimum. Let's see, if one piece of coal is 20 per, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on their own, but we already have. Yeah, we already had some reclaimed wood in there as well. Okay, let that temperature catch up a bit. Okay, 87. That should be all right. Okay, and now let's make sure to feed Astrid. Here, you'll get the heavy stuff out of the old inventory.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. There we go. I don't think we can do multiples at a time. Make sure we have 3. We have 3. All right. Oh, geez, 147. It's 3 degrees short. Game, come now. Oh, it's okay. It's not. All right. There's no room for it. Okay. Well, tell you what then. Grab that. We'll just give Astrid a quick nap, and we'll let that burn down a little, so we can actually add more time and more fire to it. Okay. Now, if I put that on there. Okay. That was a complete waste of a piece of coal, but you know what? It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so we can't do multiples. That's good. Do we have... Here, let's... Here, we'll do one, and then we'll see where we are
It's
meters-wise.
Can't be far behind.
Okay. Yes, my dear, I know you are absolutely exhausted, but you know what? Sometimes sacrifices must be made. Okay, there we go.
I can lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Now, here's the thing. That is all the crafting we need to do, or all the forging we need to do. Thing is, there's still stuff curing. So how do we want to do this? Well, first thing, we need more water anyway. So we'll get that going. We have the fire time. Shoot. My initial plan. Actually, here's what we can do. I mean, Astrid needs to sleep anyway. Now we're not missing out on anything because there's still curing that needs to happen. So it's not like we're trading. I mean, yeah, we're not. There is little to no opportunity cost, I should say, for us sleeping now, because yeah, the curing still be done. Because what we can do, we can make sure she's fully rested up and be able to travel normally. We go back the way we came. We can drop the hammer at we can actually drop that at poachers. So we're not lugging those extra 2 kilograms with us. We go back to the camp office. We start making arrows because we have one cured birch, and then the other birch will have cured by then. Ooh, okay, hang on. Alternate plan. Still go back the way we came. Drop the hammer at Spence's. But instead of going straight back to Mystery Lake, we actually go to Broken Railroad, check the maintenance yard, see if there's a hammer there. Because if there is, well, we can drop that on the rail line, drop it out in front, and then go back to the camp office, do what crafting we need to do, and we just pick up our hammers along the way and zoom, zoom, zoom. Because that'll also leave more time for curing to happen.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, ooh, yes. And then as we're waiting for curing to happen back at the camp office, we can also make use of. Oh right. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, because then we can use like that downstairs stove, and then the upstairs stove with the 2 burners on there, and then we can have 3 cups of coffee cooking simultaneously. It has to be zipping up and down and up and down and up and down, like something out of a sitcom. I love it. Let's do it. Where are we food? Okay, we could probably use one more round of water. Yeah, that's like if we found either the hammer bunker or the hunter bunker with the the cured everything, that might have informed my decision making differently. But since we struck out there, I am more inclined.
Probably useful.
I'm more inclined to stick to our initial plan. Just grab these. Make sure that fire is going throughout the night. There we go. Go. And it is okay, still foggy, which I do not love, but it's not as oppressively so? Question mark? Go give Astrid a nice big breakfast of dog food. Because hey, she's earned it. Now, whether you want to say that is a reward or a punishment, well, that's on you. This, yeah, this and this were the big finds. Yeah, not thrilled by the. Oh, hang on.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
See, 51%. Almost didn't look back there. Is that better? Kind of. Did I bring leather? I did not. Okay. Let's hold on to those. I left leather back at the camp office, so we can go try that there. See how much we have? 3, 4, 5. Okay. There's some traveling coal. Oh yeah. And we need 2 pieces of scrap metal for the fixing of hacksaws. Okay, we good? We good? We got those. We have everything we need. We have some traveling food. We have water. We have our hammer. We have our arrowheads. We have the quality tools. And we have our feather collection plus hacksaw repair materials. And we'll grab a couple torches for the road. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. I don't love traveling this region in fog, but we really don't have much of a choice. Hey, Kazumin! Welcome in. Good to see you. How are ya? How is your Sunday? A big konbanwa to you. Also, let me give Kazumin a good and proper welcome. There we are. And hey, Weevil, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing? Hope everyone's Sunday is great. But yes, thanks for coming by, Kazumin. And yeah, people, go give Kazumin a follow. If you like The Long Dark, if you like 7 Days to Die, she plays those games and more, and I think you'll have a great time on her stream. You're lurking and watching and you want to say, well, thank you so much for dropping in and saying hello, Kazumin. I really appreciate that. Okay. Oh, yes, the weather's clearing up. That is fantastic. All right. Yeah, we'll go and follow our tracks here. You are, hey, good to hear, Weevil. I'm doing all right. It was a strange turn today. Every grocery store in my area had no peas. I was on the lookout for peas because I was making a thing, but no one had any peas. It was very strange. It seems like a very, a pretty basic thing you should have, but no one did. It was weird. But aside from that, things are great. The run is okay. Where are we? We have survived 5 days. I think we're about to click over into day 6. Obviously, we are not going for a leaderboard type of time. We have all the components we need. Oh, Kazumin, thank you so much for the bits. Oh, thank you for that. Absolutely, Kazumin. It was my pleasure. You know, like I keep saying, I like to spread the love. You know, I like to help out people, and just you know, the people who come through in this community are fantastic, and I like gifting subs. I like just helping other people have fun and grow their channels too. So yeah, it was absolutely my pleasure. Where was I? Oh, right, yes, the run. Um, yeah, we have all the components save for uh, we have all the saplings. They are in the process of curing. We have the guts also curing. We have just forged, and we only needed to forge 6 arrowheads, so it was nice and brief. We found enough arrowheads out in the world where we didn't have to do too much there. And we had all the hacksaws we needed inside a day, so that was easy. And we have stims aplenty. And on our way in here, we got the last of the crow feathers we need. So now it is just a case of one, crafting the things. Well, step one, having things cure. Step two, crafting the things. And most importantly, step three, finding a second dadgum hammer. Because every prepper cache we've checked has been empty, and we did not get one in Timberwolf, or Pleasant Valley, or Mystery Lake. We had to come to Spence's to get one. So the plan, while things are still curing back at the camp office, I am going to do some advanced scouting. Gonna go to Broken Railroad and check the maintenance yard, see if we can get a hammer there. Now, Sweet has informed me that there are many spots in Forsaken Airfield where one can spawn, and I trust her. I trust Sycophantics, who said much the same thing yesterday. I am just paranoid, so if I can get a second hammer, I still have my first hammer, we do, okay. Yeah, if we can get our hands on that other hammer before the final crafting surge, my mind will be at ease. Yeah. So we're gonna, as far as I know, the only hammer spawn point in Broken Railroad is the maintenance yard. I've never found one at the hunting lodge, and I don't, or anywhere else for that matter. So if it's not at the maintenance yard, we're just gonna turn right the heck around, and we're gonna cross our fingers that we have good information on airfield hammer spawns. Sweet didn't rely on airfield a couple times and did test spawns. Always found 1 to 3 hammers once you knew where they could spawn. Okay, well, I will. If you've done the sciencing, I will take your word for it. Then I just need to, I just need to remember where those spots are. I think I have a general idea. I think in other runs, in other non-tournament runs, I've seen hammer at in the actual workshop, in the hangar, and in like I don't know what you would call that, the airplane garage. I don't know, but the outdoor place with the red tool chest and the lockers where you can't make a fire in there for whatever reason, which is a precise description. Let me tell you. Anyway, and the reason I feel empowered, I guess if you want to use that word, to go wandering is the fact that we have not found a cured maple or cured guts. So we're going to need all that time for them to cure. So we're going to go to the maintenance yard. If we find a hammer, awesome. What we're probably going to do is whether we do or don't, I'm going to leave the hammer we have right at that turnoff. So we'll just move that little bit faster through, going back to Mystery Lake. And if we find two, I'll leave them both there. And then we'll pick them up right before we go over the bridge into the new zone. But whether we find one in the maintenance yard or not, we double back. We can start curing. We can start crafting because we found one cured birch, and we'll have at least a second birch cured by then, so we can get some of that crafting time out of the way while the guts and the maple are still doing their thing. Now, the other question I have to ask myself, well, among the other questions I need to ask myself, do we do all the craft, or do we do all the crafting in Mystery Lake? Do some of the crafting in Mystery Lake? Do we do none of the crafting in Mystery Lake and just go, get to the airfield as fast as possible, and then do our crafting in a much more convenient location? Because the more travel we get out of the way, the less possible interference from climatic conditions. And say we push, we get to Junker's Paddock, and then the airfield weather turns into airfield weather. If we're stuck inside, we can use that time because there's a workbench there. Because comparatively, if we're stuck in the train station, let's say, it's not going to be a very productive time for us. I mean, one could also make the case to just cure as we go, but one, we're going to be stinky going through Forlorn Muskeg and Broken Railroad, which is going to mean a series of interruptions. I guess I can see an argument for that, because it doesn't really matter where you do, or does it? It might matter where you do the crafting, but it's like if you get basically once you get the travel time out of the way, I guess there's fewer potential curveballs the game could throw your way. But I mean, do you sink that time into curing now or later? Okay, so before we do any dropping, we're going to just do a quick sweep of the area, make sure we're clear. Okay, and we're going to drop the hammer in a nice, highly visible location. Plonk. Yep, that is a big hunk of brown and gray on nice white snow. And I can already see some of the welcoming committee out and about. There's 1 and 2, and there's bound to be at least 1 or 2 more. Now, if I was to sate my curiosity, I'd go check, the truck in that little outbuilding there, see if that note spawns. But if not, I mean, even if it is, it's not like we're gonna go all the way to the end of that track to get it. Oh, geez. Okay. It's actually... No, wait, no. No. Actually, ignore me. I'm making the same mistake I did last time. That's not the one. That's the one for the memento cache that has the Mackinac and the revolver and some ammo. No. The one that would accelerate our progress is up at the hunting lodge. And that, frankly, is far too out of our way to be worth our time. See? Unlike the wolves, I can remember things. Eventually.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay. Hammer search not off to a promising start, I will say. But we will do our due diligence. Okay, that also quite disappointing. Oh, nothing on the ground. Usually there's at least like some... Usually there's something on the ground. Moving on. Ha ha! Jack put.
I can use this.
You can keep your stinky wires. Okay. Et voila. Hammer 2. I think we're still on day 5. Right? Yeah, actually probably day 6. We'll call it day 6. Anyway. Okay, so actually let's finish looting this. Never know what other wonders might be in store.
I'll take it.
Like cardboard matches. Anyway. Ooh, leather. Okay. So that is a fantastic find that we are also going to leave where we left our other hammer. Just want to check and see if we can get some snackies before we head out. Astrid is a little bit of hungry. Microwave coffee, microwave tea. It's better than a kick in the teeth, I suppose. Revolver ammo, not a bad thing.
I think I can use this.
Dodgy sardines, always a bad thing. Okay. I have to check. Oh, wow. Wow. Same warmth and a whole degree of wind? Now that's a look. You go, Astrid. Yeah, I guess aviator caps must be in style on Great Bear, because I think we found one in the middle of Pleasant Valley, and then we found another one here at the maintenance yard, which is just weird placement, but hey, there, there's no accounting for taste. Hey, cats! Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Here, let me give cats a good and proper welcome. There we are. Yeah, everyone, you know the drill. Go follow Cats. It's always great to have her around. Cats, we have just found our second hammer, which saves me fretting about having to run around Forsaken Airfield looking for a second one. Even though I trust Sweet, I take Sweet at her word that there is one out there. I just my paranoid side says, yeah, but wouldn't it be better to have, a hammer in the hand is worth two in the bush, as the saying goes. And if the saying doesn't go like that, well, I just made it up. And by virtue of having already forged, I can do the five-head maneuver of taking our second hammer up to up to the top of the hill here and leaving it with our other hammer. We can just grab it on our way out the zone, because we do still have things curing back in Mystery Lake. So that is some business that must still be attended to. Are you fucking serious? And here we have the latest display of wolves with 10-second memories. They see and hear the loud thing. I must run. It could hurt me. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bork! And they run right back toward the thing. Oh, but the geomagnetic event is making the animals all weird. Unless it's wiping their memories like a damn, like a magnet to a hard drive, it still doesn't make a lick of sense. I gave you every opportunity to not die, and yet you persisted. Ooh, ooh! I like that little foley work of the revolver casing dropping on the rail line. That was neat. Little ding. I mean, we riff on Hinterland, and for good reason a lot of the time, but that is some A+ foley work. Broken Railroad Bowls exclamation. Possibly. I I guess I'm trying to think back. Have my encounters with them been more weird than other varieties of wolves, I'm not entirely sure. Now, I also like they do the peculiar thing, like when you're are you like when you're at the maintenance yard, but when you're in that outer room where you can sleep off cabin fever risk, they will do the thing where they'll try to poke their snoot through the wall. But that's not unique to Broken Railroad because like the wolves in Forlorn Muskeg will also try to do that at Spence's. Like if they're locked onto you, they'll try to poke their head through that hole that's just to the right of the forge. Okay. Anyway, we'll let them have their bun. And I think it's part of the thing, especially like on playing on Stalker, it's partly their behavior and partly just the sheer number of because there was okay on our achievement Astrid run, the one that's on 250 days and counting. At one point, we had on the lake out back of the maintenance yard, we at one point we had 10 wolf carcasses just sitting there decomposing, dropping feathers. It was it was a ghastly testament to the brutal violence Astrid had visited upon the local wolf population. Although, if we're honest, they kind of had it coming. And by kind of course, I mean they definitely had it coming. Oh yeah, it was a sight to behold. And I think it was actually Danny who got me a clip of the carnage that was out back. Now I think part of the reason for that, it was partly the wolf spawns, but also partly like there was some overlap in like in their respawns. It's like like even on stalker numbers, you're not going to have 10 wolves running around there at any one time. I think. But the overlap and also the fact that I think yeah, some of them actually I don't think we harvested most, if any of those. We just wanted them to stay dead so we could keep exploring. Yeah, because we were also doing we were still doing Faithful Cartographer at the time, and well, as anyone who's done it knows, having wolves in the area can really interrupt your mapping. Okay, so with our second hammer found, the final hurdles are getting everything cured and crafted and transported. Now we had one cured birch when we left, and odds are good we'll have a second cured birch by the time we get back. And we can jump in and start the crafting on those straight away. Now those need 4. The guts need 5. And we got those in Winding River near the end of yesterday's stream. And so they've been curing for a while. Oh, Ice Cold Viking, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Hope you're having a grand day. And Pancake, good to see ya. How are things? Oh, and how was the dinner last night? Have you got up to more baking, or have you scratched the baking itch for now? But yeah, my thinking is we get Astrid back, and we'll evaluate how much more curing time we have left. If it's a good bit, we'll get her a little sleep. If it's on the short side, maybe we'll tuck into making the arrows right away because I did remember them, right? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Yes, we got our hands on quality tools. We hadn't found any yet. It was like simple tools after simple tools, but Spence's came through for us. So we'll be able to make our arrows in good time, and then get the crafting done. And I guess depending on conditions, we make the bow in the camp office, or as I said earlier, maybe we just go. Once all the stuff is cured, we just vominos. How's it? The Sunday's going okay. I am enjoying a rare for me 2 consecutive days off. Not gonna have another one for a little while, but this is the business we've chosen. Um, it was strange. I went out grocery shopping today. Just I was looking for peas. Green peas. A pretty standard thing. But none of the grocery stores in my area had any, fresh, canned, or frozen. It was weird. Yeah. Pancake, you made more milk bread. Milk bread. Okay. Have I ever had? I think I have. I am 58% sure I have, but I wouldn't want to go higher than that. Yeah, out of green peas was weird, and it's not like it's not like it was like a year and a half ago, where there was talk of putting Hong Kong into a citywide lockdown, like they did on the mainland, because word got out about that, and then people just cleared the grocery shelves, and understandably so. And not surprisingly, not long after that, the government they very quietly backed off that idea. But no, there's no reason for there to have been a run of peas or run on peas. Oh, it's just some.
Huh. What have we here?
Nah, you can keep those, Posty. Those are all yours. Be associated with cauliflower. Cauliflower, interesting. Hang on, we got eyes on Kool-Aid Bear, and Kool-Aid Bear is unnervingly close to poachers, and we might get there right about the same time. And that does not spark joy. Yeah, cauliflower. I think cauliflower is weird. Is cauliflower more of a winter vegetable? I don't know if there are places where it grows year round, or if it's I don't know what the deal is, because I thought peas were like mostly a year round thing. But hey, I could be wrong. I mean, what the heck do I know? I'm several generations removed from any farming experience. Yes, bear crows, I hear you. You know what? I am actually going to switch to this. I'm going to make sure it's loaded. This area's one of the hard. Four-wheel musket. It can be. Yeah, there are. Yeah, it's wide open, and there's not a lot of elevation, but yeah, there are lots of things that can go wrong. And heaven help you if it's foggy while you're trying to travel out here. That is no fun at all. You know, just go that way, Bear. You go that way. You go to the other side of the tracks. I'm gonna stay here on this side of the tracks, and ne'er the twain shall meet. Really? Really? Do we really have to do this? We don't really have to do this. Oh, pizza crust? Okay. Okay, yeah, this is all weak ice. This is bullshit. And it glitched itself through a tree. Why not? You know what? Good enough for me. One-hopped it. Oh yes, the bears can very much clip through trees. I had one do that to me in Coastal Highway while I was busy harvesting up a moose. Let me make sure we make absolutely sure we reloaded that, which we did. I do pizza with cauliflower crust instead of dough, bechamel, and a bit of mozzarella. Okay, how does cauliflower crust how does that behave compared to regular crust? Think of the drink. Oh, I don't know if they've addressed that pancake, but that is. There's a reason we call that bear Kool-Aid bear, because it will sometimes insinuate itself when you think you're safe here in Poachers. Then it just pops its nose in to say hello. Yeah, it's like the bears here and the bears in Timberwolf Mountain seem to be particularly peculiar, let's say. I was I was in Longshot Plays' stream earlier today, and he was trying to take down one of the bears to make himself a bedroll because he somehow he forgot his bedroll on the summit, which is a thing. And so he did the thing where he plunked the bear, and then it started doing like the wacky run around and spin thing. And when it did one of its lurches, it actually looped in reverse. It backed into him butt first, but somehow mauled him. So yeah. That was a thing to watch. Now, he did eventually get his revenge. Actually, he made his bearskin bedroll. So, all's well that ends well. It's drier, has the need for more sauce, but once it gets cooking, it's very crunchy. Okay. You boil the cauliflower and mix it into a fine puree, mixed with a bit of flour to make the base. Interesting. And I guess, that would be especially good if any, for, people with celiacs. Because then you just bypass the gluten altogether. Excuse me. Okay, weather's starting to change, so I'm glad we didn't spend more time with our dancing with Bear Friend, then we absolutely have to. But yeah, Astrid is going to be very tarred, when she gets to camp office, and camp office she will get. I came up with my wife had stomach issues and had to reduce gluten intake. Okay. Well, that is a yeah, that's good, and also probably saves you a lot of money too. I have seen um, my mom is gluten intolerant, so I've had to do grocery shopping for her every so often, and like some of the prices on the gluten free stuff, it's remarkably expensive. So if you can make your own from scratch, that's probably saving you a lot of money. Turned better than you thought. Well, good. It's always nice when an experiment works out in your favor. You did. I mean, you can if you want pancake. I will say again, I live in a Hong Kong apartment, which means I have a Hong Kong kitchen. Where so my quote unquote kitchen consists of like a fridge, one gas burner, and about I want to say like a dinner plate's worth of counter space. It is my facilities are not advanced. I have to do rearranging just to find space enough for my slow cooker, which does the bulk of the heavy lifting for me. But I do appreciate the offer, Pancake. And I was like, if I am ever in a place, both geographically and financially, where I can where I have the space for an oven, I will absolutely get on the whole pizza baking thing because I love me some pizza. I don't love paying some pizza place prices.
I just need to close my eyes.
Oh no, I am in Hong Kong. You know, hence me streaming when I do. Yeah, streaming on Twitch is my after work wind down thing. It just so happens that thanks to time zones, most of the people who check into my stream are in North America, and it's the start of the day for them. And we have some people checking in from Europe, and some people in Australia and New Zealand who are up remarkably late. How did that come to be? It came to be, and it came to pass, that I finished grad school in May of 2020, which, if you will cast your mind back 3 years, was a terrible time to be looking for a job. You know, what with the world still on fire and no one knowing what to do with this novel coronavirus. And as it happened at the time, the job I have here in Hong Kong was the only solid offer that was on the table. Everywhere else I applied said, yeah, we don't think we're going to be doing any hiring for a while, so best of luck to you. And I mean, I was annoyed, but I kind of understand. And honestly, well, one, it was the only offer, but two, it was also an offer that kept me from having to go back to the U.S. at that time. So I was not displeased at the prospect, even if getting in here was a nightmare. And because that was the time when we had the most restrictive, quarantine regime in the world. Like when I came in, I had to spend 2 weeks in my hotel room. And then 3 months later, when I flew back to see my grandma one last time before she died, um, it was weird. I got out, no problem whatsoever. No temperature checks, no tests, nothing. Went from Hong Kong, Narita, Dallas, Omaha. On the way back, though, I was stuck in the Dallas airport for a week, just trying to get the kind of COVID test that Hong Kong needed that matched my travel details and was done in the time. It was done like within 48 hours of my flight that left for Hong Kong, which, given the fact it took a week, should tell you how difficult that was. The weirdest thing was, it wasn't if it wasn't the kind of test or the time frame. The biggest bugaboo was making sure I had my full first, middle, and last name, which apparently no one in the DFW area knew how to do.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
It was such a stressful time that I gotta say, I never sleep on flights. At most, I can get maybe 2 or 3 hours. But when we finally went wheels up, after a week of running around, you know, fighting testing centers, fighting American Airlines and Cathay Pacific, just trying to get out, I think we were like 15 to 20 minutes into the flight. I think I got the first half hour into Jojo Rabbit, and then I slept for the next 10 hours. So yeah, it was it was a lot. Okay, let me put our arrowheads back in there. Awesome. And all of our
I've never
crow
been so
feathers.
hungry in my life.
And that. Cool. Okay. You have to go several people because of COVID. Oh, because our field of expertise is competitive, hard to find a job, but monkeys and zoos saw numbers go down. Obviously, it means people were not. Oh, that sucks, Pancake. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, okay. Curing check. Okay. Here, give me the cured birch saplings. Okay, the guts are 62%. The maple is 60%. See, 60% of 6 days. That's probably got another 2 days and a bit. And they got 74, 74, 74. Right, so that's got 1 day. Okay. Which tells me we can let Astrid sleep. And then in the morn, we can start the crafting train. Do we have Yes, we do have the DLC, Ice Cold Viking. So when we get all of our stuff properly arranged, we will be making the trip to the airfield. The rules of the challenge are: if you don't have the DLC, you go to the Hermit's hut in the Milton basin. And yes, we must have our emotional support carrot. That is non-negotiable as far as I'm concerned. And we have found no end of other carrots and potatoes, especially since we came through Pleasant Valley. But no, we have our one and only ESC. Okay, yeah, see, 6 days. God, okay, our best time is 9 hours 20. We were just at what 6 hours and 6 and 14. Is everything going to be cured in time? I don't know that it is. Would be nice to have an emotional support carrot in Darkest Dungeon. Well, I think that's what having Vestal and Jester in your party are. I think that's the equivalent of the emotional support carrot. And just having that kind of reliable recovery. Okay, yeah, we're about to tick over into day 7. 72, 72. Nice. 87, 87, 87. Okay. Well, let's get started. Actually, let me grab these hacksaws too. We can get that out of the way. Give me the food. Give me the heavy food. Yes, Ice Cold. But as Darkest Dungeon is the other series we're doing on this channel at the moment. Three, 6. 18. Yeah, I am playing through Darkest Dungeon for the first time, and I have done all the apprentice and veteran level bosses, plus the champion necromancer, siren, and wolf, and we've done 2 of the 4 Darkest Dungeon dungeons. So it feels like we're getting very close to the end, but I mean, I say that, but at the same time, I see that the next Darkest dungeon is double the length of the previous one. Okay, well, let's get going. Let's make ourselves some arrow shafts. Now, hang on, before we do, good, okay. I was concerned. I saw in it says 88. Okay, yeah, I guess it does. Your repair skill does matter there. There we go. Okay, hacksaws are donezo. Let's make sure we make sure we have the good set of tools on us. We do. We have 6 arrow shafts. We have 6 arrows, and we have enough crow feathers. Lovely. 292. Okay, they're very so another 8 hours, and then the other birch will be done. Okay, so that's 6. Yes. Yes. Okay. Go ahead and pop those in there. We can just leave those for whoever comes here next. Now, where are we? Fine. Let's. Okay, here. I'm gonna do. Gonna do a little preliminary work. What we can also do while we're waiting for things to cure. Oh yeah, the guts need 1 more day, and then the maple needs the maple needs 2 more days. It's gonna be God. It's gonna be 9 days. But if we wait for the maple to finish curing, it's gonna be 9 days by the time we get out there. Gosh, I don't know if we're gonna do better than our previous time. I am not pleased by this. Okay, give me that, if you would, please. Now, the reason I'm doing all this chopping up is one thing that can help is getting... we have a bunch of coffee on us, and if we can get that made ahead of time, that's one less thing we need to do, or that'll be on our to-do list once we finish up. Okay, because what I'm thinking is we'll start a fire there, and we'll start a fire upstairs. Here, let me just pop out here real quick, and then we'll see if there's any other firewood we can pick up easily. Because my fear is, okay, yeah, I think we have a. Here's our choices. The arrows are going to be done pretty quickly, within the next couple hours. We can make up the rest of our arrows, but the guts and the maple, they're going to need more time than we might have. Now,
a bit thirsty.
We could wait, but then there's no guarantee we're going to make it to the airfield in time to beat our previous mark. The other option is we make sure the arrows finish and then we just leave. And we could cure in the train station if we need to, or in the air, like in the junker's paddock where the workbench is, or in the airfield itself. Yeah, there's no workbench past the hangar, I believe, in the airfield. So that would be our last chance to take care of that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start making the coffee now. We're also gonna need a whole lot of water to make that happen.
Come on, little fire. effect.
Okay.
This'll come in handy.
No. Make. There. Make. God. How stupid is that? There's already something sitting right there. All right. All right. Now, see, do we have all the... Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 tins of coffee on us. Good. How much water do we have? We already have like 2 liters and a bit. Probably have some, just so Astrid doesn't complain as we do this. Let me go through our heavy food here, which it'll top up Astrid's stomach and it'll lighten our load ahead of time, which will also be very helpful. Okay, let us start the coffee train. Because at the very least, this will get those birch closer to being ready. Excellent. Now I am seeing a potential issue in that getting back and forth, walking around in the dark, might be something of a challenge. All right, fine. Okay, yeah, I think the idea of having this little coffee train running up and upstairs and downstairs, it was a a better prospect in theory than in practice. But you know, like Jack Burton said, never know till you try. Okay, that's still got another hour and something there. Very nice. And then another couple rounds of coffee, and these birch here should be ready for crafting. me go ahead and pull some more torches in the future. Okay, we got still 23 more minutes till that's ready to go. I do like how we are trading off. You'll be upstairs ready, downstairs ready. It's close to what my vision was for this little endeavor. How are we on water? We've got 1 liter, so that's 4 more cups of coffee. But we are going to pull 2 liters off of the cooking pot here shortly. Yeah, we are already down to 1 tin of coffee. Nice. Which means we can also bring the cooking pot to bear on the coffee train. We have 1 more. There we go. And 1 for you. And we take you. I think I can just make another big old stack of water there. Okay, so we have 15 cups of coffee. I think we have, was it 2? Yeah, we have 2 go juices, and we're going to have 6 or 7 stims. Do you know when the conclusion of the challenge ends August 1st? So I think there's 1 more week for people to get their runs in. Yeah, it started July 1st, going to end August 1st. And then, well, I guess we're all going to have to go back to playing our respective runs. Okay, that's got 47. Okay, that should be just fine. Yeah, not a lot of time left, but enough. Oh gosh, yeah, God, the birch saplings are still 99% cured. Gosh darn it. All right, well, let's. No, let's take care of that. Yeah, so well, I guess at once it isn't a lot of time, but at the same time, people are posting like runs of like 2 to 3 days now, which I guess like for them, the time spent isn't so much in the run itself as it is just spamming starts and then getting yourself just the right spawn, and just the right loot table to to get through everything. And again, as I've said, no shade to people who are playing like that. It is that's a level of dedication that I respect, but I am not eager to replicate, because I don't have the patience, and I don't find that fun, and I'm not sure how I would make that good material for a stream. Only a handful of games you went full on min-maxing mode. I can understand that. Like which ones, Pancake? I am curious because I yes, okay, good. Birch, birch, nice. And then the guts are 84% there, and then the maple is 78% there. Because I have those min-maxy tendencies as well. Um, although not always in the games like other people play. Like you put in like growing up or like Chinese parents, which probably not many people here are familiar with. Yeah, yeah, those I will min-max the ever-loving crap out of. But like the long dark, I think part of it is I am not a skilled enough player to really to get that fine grained detail. You know, like PT, like Perfect Trip, you know, Wands, Kimiota, like the people who have this game down to a science. I'm sure they would have no issues doing that. For me, just you know, like I said, I'm mostly here to have a good time. Darkest Dungeon, okay. See, Dragon Age. I've heard Dragon Age.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Yeah, I've heard of most of those, except maybe Arx Fatalis. But yeah, I can. Yeah, I think that you know the min max bug, I guess the tendency. It's there and it is powerful. Let's go ahead. You know, it's like micro harvesting in this game. If you're just purely looking at stat grind and like getting to cooking 5 as quickly as possible, you know, it makes eminent sense to do so. But does it necessarily make good stream content? Arguably no. Okay, that's at 7 days, 17 hours. It's 92, 92, 85. God, okay. Okay, but we have our final 3 birch saplings. So give me all of those, all of those. Actually, just give me everything. Now let's just make this happen. Pretty old 2002, goes with the unique magic system where you drew magic runes in the air to cast things. Huh. Real quick. Just top Astrid up a little bit here before we tuck into everything. Okay, so arrows, simple tools. Yeah, we'll try to take these 3 at a time again. Okay, meters look good. Yeah, that is definitely a unique magic system. I haven't heard of any other game taking that kind of approach. Okay, one more time. Okay. And there we are, archery 2. Oh, and the guts are 99% done.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy, right?
Shh. That will never not be crazy, Astrid. Stop it. Okay. We have a decision to make. So the maple is 91% done. So that's okay. The maple is okay. 91%. What's 90% of 6? 10% of 6 is 0.6. 0.6 times 9. 9 times 6 is 54. So 5.4. It needs another 0.6 days. Yeah, if you're trusting a journalist to do math, that is that is always a shaky proposition. But I think yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Once these finish, I say we just go. Yeah, we're already up to 8 days, which is less than ideal because we have like a day of travel time ahead of us at least. So if we're gonna beat our time, we we can wait until these are done, but we can't wait until that's done. I think what yeah, I think when the guts are done, we just go. But then hang on, but yeah, if we wait another, it's like a half a day, let's say. The sun is going to be down. And then the weather might be particularly uncooperative. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Astrid some more traveling food. And then as we're going, when we get back, we'll do some weight management. Yeah, I don't think we can afford to wait around because what our last big blocks in terms of time. We need that half day for the maple to finish curing.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
And we need 5 hours to actually make the bow. We also need to get to the dang airfield. And we got to remember, we will also be lugging around another 4 kilograms worth of heavy hammers. Okay, now we're up to 22 cattails, which is better. go ahead and check over here. Because honestly, the previous run was largely powered by Go drinks. We didn't have as much coffee, but we had a whole series of Go drinks, which also they had both hydration and calories in them. Although now we have mostly coffee. And I guess, note to self, save the food that's going to make Astrid thirsty, because that's going to create room in her thirst bar, so that we can pour more coffee down her throat and keep her nice and energized. And speaking of staying energized, it's a LD raid. LD, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Melky, good to see you. Space Ace, hello. How was the stream, friends? How is everyone? Let me pocket one last cattail, and then we'll give LD a proper welcome. There we go. Yeah, folks, I can't imagine anyone here is not already following LD, but if you're not, go fix that. This is the man who came up with our tournament, after all. Hey, Summer, good to see you. Space Ace, Mel. Also, yeah, let me also. Some Mel in there. We'll give Mel a shout out as well. We can't do the fancy shout out, but we can give Mel a classic shout out there. But good to see you, LD. How'd your stream go? We're doing okay, Space Ace. We are ever so close to being able to take off here. Problem is, because of some sapling location difficulties, and some hammer hunting, we might not beat our time that is on the board, but we're going to try. We have all the stuff. All the birch are cured and turned into arrows. The guts are just about to turn cured. We just have like another 8% to cure on the maple. And I'm currently debating, do we travel now and then cure on the go, or do we wait and then do the travel all in one go? Went very well. Very cold on Great Bear. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, they see 99, 99, 92. Now I have stims to burn. I have a couple Go drinks, and I got a whole mess of coffee. So, if the weather good, you start traveling. Okay, that's a good call, Mel. That's kind of the way I was leaning, because I know part of the reason our time isn't as good as it is because we've been beset by blizzards, like we've had several blizzards get in our way as we're trying to go about and do stuff. Partly because we spawned in Ash Canyon, went through Timberwolf, and then we spent some time in Pleasant Valley. Okay, don't need those. Is that full? That's pretty much full. Got it ready to run? No worry, LD. Appreciate you bringing folks by. Thanks so much for coming by. Oh yeah, and yeah, have a great day at work. Oh yeah, and folks, anyone who is not familiar with me, I am Trooper Barry. I'm kind of a long dark / variety streamer. My stream is about half long dark and half other various and sundry indie games. We are currently in the depths of a Darkest Dungeon kick. Okay, guts are cured. Guts are cured. And yeah, we were currently doing LD's tournament, and I guess give the little nudge by Mel and LD. We'll drop those 2 feathers we don't need. Those could be the difference. All right, we have some torches. We got torch, where we have a lamp. Don't need the pry bar. All right, have a good one, LD. Appreciate you coming by. We got emergency. We got anti-wolf protection. We got flares for the tunnel. We have the emotional support carrot. Always important. Do not leave home without your emotional support carrot. Oh, why am I carrying those boots? That is dumb. I've been carrying those boots this whole time. Gosh darn it. No wonder we were so heavy. Okay. And we have meds. And we have fire starting mats. We got to remember, we are also going to, we're gonna end up. I have another 4 kilograms on us from the hammers, which are waiting for us in Broken Railroad. Okay. Okay. So maple is 93% cured. Probably it needs like another half day by my admittedly amateurish mathematizing. So yeah, let's get moving. Um, and there are places along the way where if the weather forces us, we can stop. Like there's that office where we can stop and cure. There's the train station where we can stop and cure. There's at least 1 or 2 caves. There's Junker's Paddock where there is also there's also a workbench. Also a workbench in the hangar. So yeah, we'll get going now. And honestly, we have the requisite caffeine to basically get Astrid to where she needs to go. Because like the last time we did this run, in the run that I have on the board, 9 days, 20 hours, 57 minutes, we closed by going from Spence's to the airfield with like 6 go drinks and 5 stims. But we were not blessed with much coffee then. Now we are blessed with a wealth of coffee. Not much in the way of go juices. We also have multiple backup stims if all else fails. And let me just, I'm paranoid. Okay, guts cured, maple nearly, hacksaws, hammers waiting for us, 15 arrows, pristine condition, and stims aplenty. Icy Curves, hello. This game is too much grind. Well, I mean, well, individual tolerance for grind will vary. I mean, really, it is about post-apocalyptic survival, which is like it is the essence of grind. Like you really you got to be on a constant move, always getting food, getting clothing, or keeping your clothing upgraded. You having to find fuel for fires. I mean, it's a lot to do, but I guess the alternative is like, don't survive. Hey, Will, good to see you. You want to grind try Minecraft? Yeah, there's plenty of grind in Minecraft too. And I think when my mind goes to off-putting grind, I think of like Graveyard Keeper, or at least early game Graveyard Keeper.
Feels like night is coming.
That's because it is, Astrid. Can't you grow? Well, I think the idea behind not being able to grow stuff, Icy Curves, is, well, because it's brutally cold out there. I mean, like, when it's nice like this, it's 4 degrees C, which that's not a whole lot of things can grow. Maybe some things, but without the aid of like hothouse technology, you're going to struggle to get much in the much beyond like the hardiest of mosses or mushrooms to grow. Excuse me. And like the coldness is part of it's part of the it's part of the vibe. Like the world is, I guess, like we don't know exactly, but like the idea is that like the world is dying, and we're just here hanging on. And like, and you're not meant for perpetual survival. Like the game is meant to catch up to you eventually. Frustrating though that is. And yeah, Mel's right. The eventually the game it will catch up to you no matter what you do. Like you'll run out of materials to repair your clothes. You'll run out of matches, and there won't be enough sunny days for you to use your mag lens. I mean, you're not wrong. That is, there are things that'll grow in cold weather. Um, I think like the game is trying to simulate a dying world where the ground is too hard for much to grow that isn't already in there. And yeah, and honestly, like the game is not to everyone's taste. I fully accept that. Like there are people whose opinions on video games I know and respect, people I like, who are just, they saw The Long Dark come up on their Steam recommendations, and they gave it a hard pass. And you know what? It's fine. Not every game is going to appeal to everyone. We have to, it's like a movie. We have to give a game its conceit. Or else, or we have to insist on hyper reality for our entertainment. And, to me, that doesn't exactly seem fun. You're gonna be caged with a pack of wolves. At least you're dead. Well, I mean, if you want to be caged in with a pack of wolves, I know some some zones in this game that would really help. They get those wolves to you quick, fast, and in a hurry. But yeah, Will is right. This is very much foraging, hunting, crafting, not so much farming. But there are other games out there that are kind of like in this general genre, the survival genre, if you will, where you can do that. You have farming, and that long-term sustainability is an option. Or I suppose, I guess once the game is more stable, I guess stable in the way of like things being fully developed, like once episode 5 comes out, there could very well be, and I think mod support is what a lot of people are hoping for, and could well come at some point. I mean, the devs have talked about that, so someone could mod in like growable vegetables, probably not fruit. That would probably be a bit of a stretch. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and there is a vibrant modding community for the Long Dark, so it could happen. You enjoyed Animal Crossing? I could see that. Yeah, it's I think, well, one, it's strictly Nintendo, and I don't have any Nintendo platforms, so that was out for me. But also, I don't like games where I have to play on the game's schedule. And I especially don't like if I leave a game for a while and then come back a week or two later. I don't like having the game scold me for having a life outside of the game. There was one other one. It wasn't a Nintendo. It was like Cozy Grove, I think it was. It looked neat. It had a similar kind of Animal Crossing but spookier vibe. But it also had like the real time thing to where things were only available certain times each day, and that doesn't really appeal. I think I think that new Disney with like the Disney Dreamlight Valley, I think that has something similar. And like I'm not gonna have my gameplay dictated by Goofy's schedule. I'm sorry.
God, I'm starving.
Okay, I did see a bear across the way, so we're gonna just slip by unnoticed and get into Broken Railroad unmolested. And I would bet dollars to donuts that once we go through this cave, you see the wind is blowing across our path right now, but once we go through this cave, it's going to be blowing directly in our face. Why? Because we're playing the long dark. And yes, there's no guarantee this is it's a straight tunnel. It could take all kinds of twists and turns.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Well, yeah, I'm not a fan either, Will, but it's this is the life we've chosen. Yep. And I will collect my donuts now. Thank you very much. No, seriously, like a donut or two would be great right about now. Astrid is just a little bit peckish. And frankly, she probably will continue to be so for some time.
I could eat a horse.
And that's saying a lot because you love horses? Or have you decided to stop giving us that little bit of insight into your inner life? All right. So now I'm gonna try my usual my little maritime tactic here of rather than only raging against having the wind blowing directly in our face, we're gonna tack into it. So we're gonna go diagonal and then switch to another diagonal and then switch to another diagonal and just keep doing this rather than walking direct so we can try to pick up that little extra bit of travel speed. Like there's a marked difference between traveling this angle and then straight on into the wind. And actually, now that I think of it, before we go up and over, let's make Astrid just a little bit more parched. Some crunchy, tangy ketchup chips, which will create room in her thirst meter for another round of Quaffy. Nice. Hey, Punisher, good to see ya. Things are going okay. We are trying to have Astrid mosey her way to the airfield as quick as possible. We have most of what we need to finish this here challenge, but we just need an extra like half a day of curing plus 5 hours of bow crafting time to really bring things home. But otherwise, we're doing okay. How about you, Punisher? How's your weekend going? What judge? We are doing the Backpacker Rally Challenge, created by our community's own Long Dark Forever. If you want to put in exclamation point backpack into chat, you can get an idea of what we're dealing with here. Short version is we gotta make a bow, 15 arrows, get 2 hammers, 2 hacksaws, and 2 stims, and haul it all to Forsaken Airfield as soon as possible. Now, my goal is just to beat my previous time. Others who have scienced the ever-loving crap out of this here challenge have they've been completing this challenge in as little as 2 or 3 days. And considering my best time is 9 days, we're not looking to be competitive. We're just looking to beat ourselves. Because some people have they've cottoned on to the fact that there are the prepper caches that will provide you most, if not all, of what you need. Or not all, the vast majority of what you need to complete this, and also remove any concerns about crafting. Like they'll find cured saplings and cured guts, which means all they have to do is find the feathers. Yeah, the feathers and the guts they need the feathers and the metal they need to make the arrows and the arrowheads, and they can just wander about and do whatever. And we've been trying that, but in this run and in our previous runs, we've had no luck finding such things. Well, I should say, we've had luck finding a hammer. But in terms of like cured guts or cured maple saplings, the things that need to take the most time, all right, fine. We haven't been as fortunate. You're starting to doze off? All right. Yeah. Have a good sleep, Kazumine. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's always great to have you. Yes, have a good sleep, and we will see you next time.
Gotta warm up somehow.
What is it? Yep. Oyasumi? Okay, weather starting to turn, which is not great, but we are ever so close to getting into the tunnels, which will you know, they'll at least give us some wind cover, if not necessarily be warmer than where we are now. Now, the people who are doing this, who are finishing way faster, are they having like, do they have good weather RNG? Are they avoiding blizzards? Are they not having the wind blow directly into their face all the time? I would assume so. It's like this is absolutely obliterating us. Like there is no way in hell we're going to beat our time if we have to walk into wind like this the entire way. And I would bet anything that the weather is going to be exactly like this. Make sure we cross at the right point. Don't want to throw now. Most likely, yes, Mel. All about RNG, loot, and weather. Well, we have rolled poorly on the weather RNG this run, if nothing else. It's like I could have Astrid stimmed to the nines and sprinting her heart out. It's not going to matter if we're going into the wind the whole time. All right, almost there, Astrid. Just get to the dang tunnel. That's all I ask. There we go. You can do it. Come on. There we go. Atta girl. Okay. And we're warming up. Fantastic. But let's shed some light on the situation. But we have an abundance of flares. So let's go ahead and use one. There. See? Now we're actually moving at a semi-decent pace. Matter of fact, we're moving so well, we might even want to Well, yeah, we can. We're okay tanking a little cold damage, just a little though, because really, I mean, at the pace we're moving, we'll probably get out of this little complex here before we are fully thawed. It only feels like 8 degrees right now. Hey, got any snacks on you there, bud? Nope. Okay. Feels kind of rude if you ask me, but whatever. And I did see that pry bar there. We did leave our pry bar behind, so it means we wouldn't have access to the bridge here, but that's fine, because I'd rather take the stairs down and to take the, rather than, we won't be able to climb, and then I don't necessarily want to risk that goat. Even if goating would be it would be the speedier proposition. Okay, yeah, we're just going to look for snacks. Just a little something, something. keep Astrid's tum-tum topped up. All right, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just go. As we still have we still have food. We have cattails on us, and if we happen to run short, there will be more cattails in the more cattails at the loitering marsh by the train station. Now, normally, down there is, I think, a wolf down here. Although the last couple times we've come through, it hasn't been there. But I don't trust it to not be there. So we're in a. Yep. I figured as much. There. That probably went about as smoothly as could be hoped. And apologies to all those who do not enjoy the constant sound of the flare. It's going to be around for a bit. Because going through these also removes another 1/4 kilogram from Master's pack. So it feels like it makes good sense to be using these. Although we will save at least a few.
Sure getting cold.
If we have to go through a blizzard in a wolfie infested area, that is, it is not something to be. It's not something we want to deal with. Okay, and that tells me Astrid is up for another cup of coffee. And let's just check how many. Yeah, okay, we have a couple pieces of coal. Couple's fine. Yep. Trying to stay light, trying to stay mobile. Light is a relative term, as we're carrying around, what, 40 odd kilograms on our back? Okay, there we go. Through nice and easy. And then this will pop us out on the other side of that. If we're coming the opposite way, there's that hill you can go over, and then you can climb over that, and then drop over on the aforementioned bridge, where the climbing point is, and the railroad car. So that's another flare. All right, flare-wise, I think we're solid. Well, they do take care of you on this level if for whatever reason you happen to enter this cave without sufficient lighting. Okay, I'm starting to wonder about traveling in this weather. It does kind of feel like there is a if there's not a blizzard on the way, it's at least going to be still going to be awfully cold and windy. If we were to push on, our next most likely stopping point would probably be yeah, because we need to go through the rest of this. We need to go through the what's the thing called? Like the plate layers shortcut, the next mine, and I think that'll spit us out in. I think that'll spit us out in Transfer Pass, and then from there we go, and that'll take us past. It'll take us up to the train station if we just stay on the rail line. And once again, we're back to moving directly into the wind because, of course, we are. Is this helping much temperature-wise? It feels like -7. I suppose maybe, well, I can't remember. Is it a 2-degree warmth bonus or a 3-degree warmth bonus?
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, obviously it's not helping that much because we're still ticking down. But yeah, one down arrow. And for our purposes, one down arrow is traveling weather. Okay, well now we're down. Yeah, now we're at 2 down arrows. So I guess we're either protected from the wind or yeah, now it feels like -10. Okay, so it was a 3-degree warmth bonus that was actually doing something for us. All right. Well, we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into a covered area. I don't know. It's not necessarily an indoor area, but this it's gonna be another one of those, those long rail tunnels where things get very dark very quickly, if memory serves.
If I don't warm up soon.
So we'll just hold off on popping this flare until then. Yeah, Freight Hopper's Rockfall. One small wonder I can never remember that name. It's just the train garage. Okay, yeah, now we got the little weird shadow effect, whatever. All right, and we go, and we're warming up again. Huzzah!
Anything right about now.
I think you can wait a little bit. I am slightly annoyed that eating and drinking on the move are some of the things Astrid and Will can't do, but they can they can reload a weapon while moving, light a flare while moving. I don't know. I mean, like, us, we soft 21st century human beings, we have perfected eating and drinking on the move. I guess that little bit of knowledge didn't make it over to post-apocalyptic Canada, evidently. But I suppose again that's just one of those little quirks that are that are meant to make us shrug our shoulders and smirk at our beloved Long Dark. Yeah. I think once this flare finishes, we'll take a moment, like depending on where we are. But we can take a moment and nope, not going that way. We'll give Astrid. Come on. All right, yeah, duck. I didn't have to duck to get in their game. That's dumb. Anyway, we'll take a beat. We'll give her some cattails and some coffee, and then we'll send her on her way. We really don't want to lose well-fed. That'd be highly embarrassing, and also make us a good bit slower. Okay, now we're in Transfer Pass, which, despite me explicitly telling the game I wanted to spawn in Lower Great Bear, my first attempt at this tournament dropped me right here. Needless to say, that was a reroll. There we go. And new zone, we got the new soundtrack kicking in. Appreciate that game. Hey Zert, good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday going? We're pushing Astrid here, trying to get her to the airfield in a faster time. I don't know that we're going to succeed, but we're going to try.
Damn, I'm freezing.
We have almost everything we need. We just need the maple to get that final bit of curing done, and then we got to finish the curing. It's like there's like 8% I want to say to go, and we actually have to craft the bow. So we are probably going to be cutting it close. And it doesn't help that for much of this trip, the wind has been blowing directly in our face. Then again, the weather RNG has so rarely been in our favor this run. Why would it start now? You good? Good to hear. All right. So I think what we're gonna do, we'll push to the train station. We'll pop in there for a little bit.
Man, I could eat anything.
We'll stop. We'll feed Astrid. We might give her I don't know. We might give her a quick nap. Try to goose the curing along a little bit more. Because we are, I mean, she needs to warm up, and a little bit extra visibility wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I can see the train station from here. Okay, if you don't like, I think the next the next place we have to that we can craft is Junker's Paddock, which is going to be a good ways from here. Okay, let's go ahead and get you inside, Astrid. All right, fine. Jesus, good grief. Okay, we will immediately drop the sapling. Okay, now it's up to 93%. Good. Any snacks? No snacks. No snacks. Probably shouldn't be looking for snacks in the bathroom, but still. Okay. I tried to do some math on the fly. You know, how much is 0.8 now 0.7 in terms, 0.7 of 6. I guess what is 7% of 6 days? Just trying to figure out how much time we have left on this little curing job of ours. Of course, me doing math of any kind, let alone math of a rapid, unplanned variety, is always going to be a little bit dodgy. Okay, so we're going to bed with it at 93%. Okay, 8 days, 18 hours. So we basically we have to finish everything in 24 hours to beat our previous time. Now, 5 hours of that is going to be dedicated to crafting the bow. Okay, it's 97%. It went from 93 to 97. That's 4% in 6 hours. Don't you dare. Okay. 99%. It sounded for all the world like there was a blizzard kicking up out there. For all I know, there is. $99. All right, screw it. We gotta go. We gotta go. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. We're gonna get to Junker's Paddock. We're gonna stop there. Probably take a quick nap for Astrid to warm up. It'll cure then, and then we'll craft, and then we'll just jam to the island cottage. Let's go. But first, coffee. Yeah, we're getting there, Mel. step by step, inch by inch, we are going to get there. Now, are we going to get there in less than, I guess, less than 20 hours now? I guess we're about to find out. Because, let's see. Now, I know there are some, I think there's a goat down, like from that initial area once we get into the airfield zone itself. That could probably save some time, but I don't know what it is, and it feels kind of run throwy to take a goat where you don't know where you're gonna land. Icy Curse, do I play Fortnite? I do not. Um, I'm not for much of the the shooty bang bang games. You know, no shade on people who do. It doesn't really appeal to me. And also, it's also part I'm just not big on PvP in general. The I haven't had great experiences in the past, so it kind of it's not my favorite thing in the world. Now, co-op I'm okay with. I don't mind co-op, but yeah, PvP I don't I find the juice not worth the squeeze. I am doing just little bits of sprint here and there. I guess we're trying to leg it out, trying to well, one, get Astrid to her destination faster, but also trying to have get the full benefit of our coffee routine. Hey, buddy. Fancy meeting you here. Are you a Fortnite player there, Icy Curves? I don't mean to speak in broad generalization. It seems like a game that is for people younger than me. I've tried Green Hell. I have seen Green Hell Zerd, and I've seen other people try it. Like I know like Longshot Plays is trying Green Hell, and he seems to be enjoying it. From what I've seen, I don't. I mean, I will say the extra like the base building aspects of it look really neat, and those are some things I might like to see in the Long Dark. But I don't know that Green Hell necessarily is for me. I don't know if I can quite put my finger on why. I don't know if it's the vibe. It's like if it's the hot climate. I'm trying to forget living in hot climates, which is hard because I seem to keep moving to hot places, despite the fact I am very much a cold weather creature. You're trying to get into simulator survival games, but it's all repetitive grind. Well, yeah, I guess sandbox wise, it could definitely be repetitive. I will say, actually, Zert's bringing up Green Hell. Maybe give that a look, Icy Curse, because there is a story mode in that, so you have a clear cut start and finish. So you wouldn't, you're not just surviving for the sake of surviving. You are working toward a definite end. So that could remove some of your concerns about pointless grind. Okay. Buff wears off. Time for more coffee. Now, when you say you're trying to get into simulator survival games, so which ones have you tried so far? I'm just curious. Maybe if we can get an idea of like what works for you and what doesn't, we might be able to better steer you toward something you'll enjoy. Okay, gotta put sprinting on pause here for a moment. Gotta navigate around these somewhat incomplete roads. Is your co-op is built into Green Hill? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so that is one thing that one definite departure point from the Long Dark, other than like the whole setting thing. It's like isolation and the isolation, not having anyone to turn to or even talk to, is very much part of the vibe of the Long Dark. Okay, yeah, there's a cave. Yep, there's that cave over there. I think we stopped there previously. Tried raft and the forest. Okay. Well, yeah, raft has a story behind it. So there, there is that you're not just wander aimlessly sailing about the ocean. You are doing specific tasks. The forest I'm less familiar with. I mean, I heard lots of people talk about it. People either really like it or really don't enjoy it. I think there is more base building there, but there's also like the whole cannibal thing. People might not necessarily vibe with. Conan Exiles. I don't know that one at all. See, I can't be of much help to you there. Okay, so have you tried any that have worked for you in terms of giving you the kind of gameplay you're looking for? Oh, Raptors working, you can play with. Okay, well that's good. Hey, Mutton Sourdough, good to see ya. Well, the run is going. We're trying. We're gonna cut it very close in terms of improving on my time. We're in the airfield. We have to get 1% more of curing on our maple sapling, and then actually craft the dang bow, which is going to take another 5 hours. But if beyond once that's done, we just gotta power to that island cottage and lean on our various and sundry caffeinated goods. Okay, that's a good sign. An airport sign, to be specific. Say Conan Exiles is a game that opens up tremendously once you get through the first couple of hours. Huh, okay. I mean, I assume that the Conan is like the Arthur Conan Doyle character. Or not Arthur Conan Doyle, sorry, that's Sherlock Holmes. Like the Robert E. Howard, there we go. That's the one. Okay, so we're here. We're at Junker's Paddock. Okay, immediate mole. Drop the sapling. we're going to give Astrid a 1-hour nap, both to thaw out and to let it cure. Back to that. Okay. I'm going to leave that actually. Are you cured yet? You're not cured yet. Why aren't you cured yet? Oh, look, a hacksaw. She dresses someone to an altar and butcher them. You can evoke the flavor. Okay, so yeah, that does sound very Conan, Icy Curse. I will say.
What have we here?
Okay, we left our pry bar behind, so no telling what's in there. No microwave coffee, alas. Okay, is there anything else we can do to move us on our way? I don't think so. There were a big box of crackers there. Anything else we can offload? But I don't need those. We have our hammers. We have our hacksaws. We have our arrows. Our engagement map feels fully fleshed out, not just random side quests like in Red Dead or Skyrim. Okay. Yeah, Skyrim seems like an acquired taste of sorts. Icarus. I have seen Icarus played. Um, it looks interesting. Um, I have not tried it myself. 99, 99, 99, 99. Okay. 1 more hour of nap. This is gonna get fully cured at some point. I know it is. Yes, done. Okay. Here, give me. Did I use that? Okay, we're gonna have our Stacy's grape soda here real quick. And make our bow. And if it stops us because of darkness, we're gonna put the lantern out and we're gonna craft by lamplight. If I can find.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Shh. Oh, 36 minutes. Right. Bow crafted. Nope. I swear to Pete that it better not be a blizzard out there. Okay, not a blizzard. Good enough. All right, here we go, friends. See, do we have those on our? Okay, we have the go juices on our radial. Good. Because we're going to start going through those just to keep us moving. But I want to at least get us to, get past the wolves that'll be between us and the airfield before I commit to turning Astrid into a full-on sprint monster. There's gotta be more we can drop. Okay, that'll do. Can you? Despite how often Astrid talks about that icy curse, no. As it turns out, you cannot. Now you wouldn't know that by how often Astrid raises it as a potential approach. But no. Thankfully, unlike Death Stranding, bodily functions are not a core part of the Long Dark. Okay, I know there are wolves out here. I've encountered them many a time. So, and I can hear them now too. If it's anything like our previous encounters with them, there'll probably be at least one or two between us and actually getting to the hangar. Now, we're not going to go in the hangar. We don't need to. Okay. Yeah, now things should open up, and we'll be able to see. We'll see the airfield out in front of us, and we'll have a wide open field, and we can see where the wolves are and where we need to go or not go. Okay. Still not seeing any. I do not trust. But here we are. We're at the airfield. So we are. Can't see ice cream. Yeah, we have just hit the airfield. Go drink. No, not the bow. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, we are at the airfield. So now what we need to do, we need to find the airstrip that points out toward the lake, veer off just to the left of that, and then we basically sprint until we get to the island cottage, and we will be home free. Would you get up on the runway, Astrid? Good grief. All the superhuman feats you're capable of, and a 1-inch ledge is your kryptonite. I swear, girl, you never cease to amaze. Yeah. And that's also part of the reason we don't necessarily want to follow the airstrip directly, because there's a bunch of wolfies parked right beside it. Okay, well, we are almost to the point where once this opens out and we can have a full view of the lake, I think we might go ahead and skip the go juices and move straight to the stims. Gotta make sure our sprint meter is fully recovered first, though. Well, we can always complain about the weather, but in terms of visibility, it can hardly be beat. Okay, and I think coming up here we should see the floating wolf corpse, which will give us confirmation that we are in fact on the right track. Okay, and then our the headache has kicked in, so the sugar high is officially gone. Actually, you know what? Heck it. Okay, don't love this effect at night, but we're just gonna have to go. Okay, I'm starting to see things. That's good. Hopefully you folks are too. Oh yeah, stim vision at night is awful. Now, last time I did this, I actually went around the backside of the island we're looking for.
I can't feel my feet.
So I'm gonna try to rectify that and then get on the side with the cove. Okay, there's wolves right there. Don't love that.
I lay down right here. I thought I'd never wake up again.
Here, let's get that in hand first. Okay, I see a fishing hut. Oh, shoot. I think I might have balls this up, folks. Probably should have stayed on our initial path after all.
I am too tired to think straight.
How many stims do we have? We can use 2 more. That dang. Okay, I see. I see a fishing hut there. Is this it? I think this might be it actually. Yeah. Yeah, because we go. This was the backside I went up last time. Can I? Is it? I might. Oh, I might. Actually, never mind. There's the cove right there. Ha ha! I cannot actually. Okay, am I going up? We're going up. I can't tell if we're going up. Hey, Snow Chickenses, got no time to play. Sorry. Right. 2 stims. 2 hammers. 2 hacksaws. 1 bow. 15. No, do not harvest. Yeah. Absolute dip. Go sleep. No, sleep. 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 You remember sleep, Astrid? Sleep. Hey! 9 days, 10 hours, 21 minutes. Take an hour off for sleep. 9 days, 9 hours. Okay. Not big savings, but savings nonetheless. Okay. Well, I guess given how poorly things went at times with all the blizzards and our spawning in Ash Canyon of all places, to finish with a better time is actually pretty encouraging. So much so, it almost makes me want to try one more time next week before the challenge wraps up. So think, if we get a slightly friendlier spawn, and I'm slightly less friendly to Astrid, we might even be able to shave that down under 9 days. Not a high bar, but an improvement. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah, there we go. 9 days, 10 hours, 20 minutes. Let me get a screenshot there for LD's purposes. Alrighty. Yeah, folks, I think we're going to call it there. It's a little earlier than our usual end time, but we finished the run, and it's also a Sunday night, and I got to work in the morning. So, but thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate y'all being here. Excuse me. Also, thank you to, let's see, we had follows by Weevil and Ice Cold Viking. Thank you to LD for the raid. Also, big thank you to Kazumin for the biddies. I really appreciate that. And also, big thanks to everyone for hanging out. To Cats, Zert, Will, Mel, and Icy Curves come in, first time chatter. We love our new first time chatters. And thanks Mutton Sourdough for hanging out. We had Punisher here earlier as well. Hadn't seen Punisher in a while. Good to see you, Will. Always good to see Will. And we had LD with the raid and him hanging out for a while. We had like Summer and Space Ace come in with the raid. Pancake was here as well. So yeah, big thanks to all you chatties. And thanks to the lurkers. But we'll close out as we always do. We'll find someone to raid, and we can pass you on to another lovely person. So let's see who's out there doing something fun and or entertaining. Let's see who doing things. We got Kimmy doing some of his old saves. Cookie's playing Raft. Rand is doing the Long Dark. Sai is playing Ark. And Snoozy is having her birthday stream. Let's see, is she just started or has that been going for a while? Let's see. Oh yeah, she is just getting started. Um, but it looks like it's more of a it's like more of a community type of stream. Uh, yeah, let's go to someone playing Long Dark. Let's go raid Rand. Rand is doing he's doing some Interloper. All right, so we're gonna go raid Rand. Rand is an absolute peach of a human being. One of the fixtures of the Long Dark community. If you've seen Zach's videos and tips for other people, he's in there quite a bit. Actually, give me just a second. Let me make sure Rand is still streaming. We got to do our due diligence. Okay, looks like Rand is doing his little song at the end of the stream. But yeah, we'll raid him anyway. Okay, folks, we're gonna go raid Rand. If you stick around, I really appreciate it. Show him some love, and have a great rest of your day. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.